Do you love ice cream? What if it was so healthy you could eat it anytime, even for breakfast? Well, now you can with your nanas. You make your own treats that look and taste just like soft serve ice cream. But your nanas are made only with frozen fruit. Your nanas is stoked to sponsor Dish with Eileen.
There are so many different ways to make vegetable soups. I always loved corn soup, the warm, creamy broth and soft chunks of potatoes and sweet bits of golden corn. But I wanted to make the traditional version a little healthier, so I replaced cream with coconut milk. Coconut milk gives such a wonderful, smooth texture and also adds a touch of exotic sweetness from the tropics. This is a favorite among family and friends. I love making soup. It's one of those things that if you're in a pinch for time, it's something that you usually can whip up pretty quickly. So I'm going to make my coconut corn soup for you. I'm going to start by just throwing some chopped onion into a hot pan with some olive oil. I think this is a yummy start to some sweet corn. There's a little bite from some onion. And to that, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly put in my corn. I'm just going to mix these together. What's beautiful about making soup, it's really just about throwing a bunch of ingredients into a pot, throwing some other little special ingredients to help flavor it up, letting it simmer for a little while, and you're done. It's usually really economical. Again, it's super easy. So here, I'm just combining my corn with my onion. Now, corn is also one of those ingredients, one of those vegetables that you're going to find on that Clean 15 list. It's one of those vegetables that you don't have to buy organic. It's considered one of those that you can get that's not organic. So again, it's a wonderful, wonderful addition to a really easy soup. Okay, to that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just to get these two going. Vegetable broth is probably something I keep in the pantry all the time, and again, it's one of those things that if I'm just really busy at the end of the day and I'm feeling like, oh, I don't want to order out for dinner, it'd be nice to get something done quickly. Usually you can find just what's left over inside of your own cupboards. If you've got beans, you've got some potatoes left over in the refrigerator. This is just a great way, again, to throw everything into one pot and make it simply. All right, to our corn and to our onions, I'm going to add some chopped potato. I purposely keep the skins on. I think potatoes are really delicious when you're keeping those skins on. Again, with fruits and vegetables, if you can keep your skins on, there's lots of nutrition there, so try to use that. Now, this is going to be a more rustic version of this soup. I'm going to keep all of these ingredients intact as well. Now, if I was making this for guests, I might take this and actually blend it later and make a real silky version of it, but this is going to stay rustic just like this. All right, so we've added a little bit of salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add some garlic powder. Again, simple. I always have garlic powder in the pantry as well. Another flavor that I want to add to this is just some fresh thyme. I think it's just nice. It's nice even to see a little bit of that fresh thyme floating around in this wonderful rustic soup. So I'm just going to add a little bit of fresh thyme. Look at that, some nice color. Now, something that's a little bit different and adds a little bit of flavor, a little depth of flavor, is some liquid smoke. Now, instead of adding, say, bacon to this at the front, which is pretty common, I think, when you have a corn soup, I decided, again, to not add the bacon, so I thought a little liquid smoke. It gives me a tiny bit of flavor. So a little bit goes a long way, and it's still going to be a subtle flavor in the soup. So some liquid smoke, and already I can smell that liquid smoke. It's amazing. Oh, it smells like I put something a little more decadent in here. All right, so blend that all together, and a couple of the last ingredients. Look how simple this is. It's just a handful of ingredients. I'm throwing it into the pot. Coconut corn soup. This is what this is all about, is this coconut milk. Instead of using cream or milk that's often found in a corn soup, I'm using coconut milk. This is, I think, a really fun addition. It was a way for me to find a creamy texture for this soup, but not have that milk or cream inside of it. And I love it because it just adds a little bit of sweetness. We added some liquid smoke, so the sweetness of the corn, the sweetness of the coconut milk makes this extra special. The last bit is just adding the vegetable broth. Simple as that. This is something where we're just going to add some more liquid, and then we're going to put the lid on. We're going to let it simmer, and we're going to have this amazing soup that really is quite wonderful warm, because I'm going to eat this in this rustic version where you're going to see the chunks of corn and potato. Or if I wanted to, I could blend it up and chill it, and this would be just as delicious as a chilled soup as well. So let's just go ahead and let that simmer for a little bit. We'll come back, check on it, and really when the potatoes are pretty soft, it's ready. It's that quick. It's been about 15-20 minutes. I know these potatoes are soft. Oh, I can smell the smokiness from that liquid smoke. It smells so good. All right, let's just make up a bowl and try some. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love it. It's just a nice rustic version of a corn soup. Look at that. Little potatoes, little corn. It's sweet and smoky. It's delicious. To chew on more information and complete recipes, visit dishwitheileen.com.